Well, James Montoya, what's the big headline, the big takeaway?
Well, the big takeaway is this, that when students take a rigorous course load in high school, they do better in high school, they do better on the SAT, and they are more prepared for college. And as a nation, we have to be very focused on having more students who enter college being better prepared to do the rigor of college coursework. The test is one aspect, of course, of the admissions process, but what a student does in high school is really key to his or her success. And what we found based on this year's SAT test is that only 43% of those students who took the SAT, based on our benchmark, are prepared to handle the rigors of college work.
The College Board also found that in the graduating class of 2012, test scores fell in 2 of the 3 sections. Reading dropped to the lowest level in 4 decades. What does that mean to you, James Montoya?
Well, what it means to me and what it means to the nation is that we need to be more focused in making certain that students in our secondary schools are in fact enrolled in more rigorous courses. For example, when we look at those students who completed a core curriculum, which would be 4 years of English, at least 3 years of science, math, and social science, compared to those who did not complete a core curriculum, those who completed the core curriculum scored 144 points higher than those who did not. When we look at those who took AP, Advanced Placement, in honors courses, they scored nearly 300 points above those who did not take honors or AP courses. So what we know is rigor of the academic course load in high school leads to doing better on the SAT and ultimately leads students to being better prepared for college. Let me just give you this information that I think is really helpful in terms of framing the challenge our country faces. For every 100 ninth graders, 70, only 70 I should say, will graduate from high school. 44 will go on to college. Only 30 students will enroll in the second year of college, and only 21 will graduate from a 4-year institution in a 6-year period of time. That is simply not good enough to keep the United States competitive in our global economy. So at the College Board, we are very much focused on having high expectations for all students and doing what we can to better prepare students for college success and, again, keep those high expectations for all students coming from all different communities and socioeconomic backgrounds.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Mr. B, who I will interview today.
Hello, my name is Mark Baczynski, and I work here at Chaminade as our International Programs Coordinator.
And what topic do you think is important in 2013?
I think education is always important, but again, is a hot topic in 2013.
Okay, so I have 3 questions for education.
Sure.
The first one is, do you have any advice about how to help middle-class families afford college, especially for those students who are accepted by good universities?
Well, my first advice for families would be to save early and save often. I believe that, once a family has children and they, have hopes for them to be in university someday, they need to start bank accounts, start investing money early for their children's education. Secondly, I believe that it's very important, if possible within the family, that the student work during high school and early college to be able to help pay for school along with their families.
Okay, next answer. The second one is, how could the government strengthen the quality of community college education?
How do I think the government can strengthen community college education?
Yes.
Well, actually, I don't believe that it's necessarily the government's responsibility to strengthen the quality of the education at community colleges. However, I believe that over the last 15 or 20 years, community college education has already greatly improved. What we would like to see improvement in are these community colleges advertising and marketing the programs that they are best at to the best students.
Okay, the third one is, how can the government improve the transparency of admission and accountability of teaching?
Again, as with the quality of education at community college, I don't feel that it's the government's responsibility to regulate admissions and the accountability in teaching within the colleges, especially because with the large number of higher education institutions in this country, only a small number are state-funded, state-run schools. I again think that this could be done in the hiring practices of the university to hire trustworthy and honest admissions counselors, teachers, and professors.
Okay, thanks, Mr. B.
You're welcome. Thank you for talking.